What's poppin'? This is not a stall team. A highly requested one for me to feature a fake stall team. This is not standard stall turned fake stall. I would say this is more accurately described as signature stall turned fake signature stall, because it has the Emvee touch to it, you know, the element of Emvee. No choice specs Blissey, but I always got tricks up my sleeve. Let's get right into it. As you can see, we have here the Skarmory, starting off with Swords Dance, 3 attacks, weak armor. Now, I think one of the suggestions asked me to use red card on it, but red card kept sabotaging me, unfortunately, because I would get the weak armor boost and they get sent out into something else that would be good against me, so I'm like, nah. Leftovers, I think, is a great way to bluff the defensive Skarmory, because you'll see leftovers and you'll be like, oh, okay, it's just a leftover Skarmory. No Rocky Helmet, I'm pretty safe, right? You turn or try to touch this thing, get a weak armor boost, Swords Dance boost, 3 attacks. We got Tera Electric for other Skarmories and Corviknights. Really cool set overall. Drill Run destroys things like Golden Go at +2, and Brave Bird is just the strongest move we got. I mean, I'm not going to put Sky Attack on this thing. Power Up Sky Attack actually could be really cool too, now that I think about it, but I do like the leftovers residual HP, and we get to spam Brave Birds a little bit more, which is nice. And with weak armor and the speed is pretty good overall to outrun many things. Next we have Choice Band Ting-Lu, another suggestion. Now, this mon here is nice bulky Chinese EV spread here. Very, very powerful and also very bulky at the same time. Terra Ground Earthquake is immensely strong for what it can do. I like it a lot with the coverage that it has. Payback, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Stone Edge. We hit pretty much everything for some decent damage at least. So that'll be a fun one to use. AV, Galarian, Slowking, it's just a very offensive mon. And so, of course, the point of fake stall is to pretend you're stalling, but actually you're just hitting things as hard as you can, or just hard in general. So I like that. Skeledirge and Primarina are 2 special sweepers for my team. With Torch Song, Shadow Ball, and Alluring Voice Terra Fairy, we can cover a lot of Pokemon, and this helps us out versus dark types, and that's also really good to block dragon attacks. Really nice mon overall with 200 speed to outrun King Gambit. So I like this Pokemon as a nice check to a lot of different things with Unaware. I was running Calm Mind Alomomola in the slot, it wasn't working, so I switched to Primarina. Still looks stally, but we can win more now. The one mon that looks offensive on the team is defensive. So that's the real element of surprise here. Fake stall with the fake offensive mon, and it's actually a defensive Rocky Helmet set, which is really cool. Remember that one Weavile stall team? I think it was like an iconic one from, I think, Gen 7 or whatever. It was like one of the old ones that had like a Weavile on the team. This one has an offensive mon, but it's actually the defensive mon. I could have used maybe Impish Nature Weavile, but that wouldn't have been as good as this mon. This can actually defog hazards for us and do some good damage with Grass Knot and Triple Arrows. But that is going to be the team. I'm excited to see how it does. And question of the day for you all, fitting with the theme of stall, what is your go-to strategy or Pokemon to beat stall teams? I'd like to know. I would very much like to know. Or leave a comment to support. You know, it's always nice hearing from you all, as always. Now, we have here threats. Lots of threats. Sticky webs, hazards. This is probably a Meteor Beam set as well. I think I'm going to lead with my Slowking here, which seems to pair well against a lot of these mons. I think the biggest threat is going to be the Ogerpon. So I'm also very tempted to Terra Dragon this later on. So let's just Sludge Bomb turn 1 into a another Sludge Bomb here as they go right into Ceruledge. This is a threat, of course. A Swords Dance plus a Bitter Blade would hurt. I'm going to go Skeledirge here as they double to Ogerpon, and I can switch into my Skarmory here as they U-turn, and they're gonna give me the weak armor boost. Very nice. So now Glimmora comes in, Rock Poison. So what if I just Drill Run? How much will that do? O-Code. Ah, nice. Very nice. The fake stall putting in the work. The fake stall. Ceruledge is in here. I assume this Bitter Blade is going to hurt a lot. Probably just going to switch into Skeledirge here. And then probably I could Tera this mon. Perhaps. If this is U-turn, it's probably not play rough, I would think. Poltergeist, there we go. Nice. Yeah, this mon I think was the biggest threat we had to face. Oh, that thing is super bulky. Super duper bulky. Wow. Must be Sarillige's naturally good SpDef, huh? I guess I'll give it to them. And then just go into... If I get Ting-Lu poisoned, is that annoying? Maybe not. Maybe not so much. I could probably just pay back here as Ogerpon comes in. So this takes a good 46. Good damage. And then here all I do is go into my Skarmory. I get a nice little boost, which is good. And then probably can just Brave Bird here. Tera Water. Oh, well this should still die. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's go Ting-Lu here. And then a payback should be good. So Rabambi's dead. Great Tusk is in. Versus Great Tusk, we could go Decidueye. Close combat does a lot. Let's Grass Knot here, see if it works. We don't live, unfortunately. So we're gonna go Slowking to absorb this T-Spike for Primarina later. They double out here. We're gonna go, actually, they're probably Jolly though, right? They are indeed. We can still go Primarina though. Primarina should be good. Why isn't my thing going through? There it is. And then we click Psychic Noise here, for sure, I think. Poltergeist Miss is nice. It is very nice. Plot Armor. Great Tusk is in, we Draining Kiss. Perfect. Perfect. But I am full Fizz Def. Now Golden Go is last. We would just Calm Mind once. Psychic Noise. And then Psychic Noise again to win the game. That's gonna be GG. So we got a nice thumbnail text, perfect. And that is the perfect way to start this video. Thank you for letting me know. Nice. So we got to see Skarmory do a lot of work there. And Weak Armor Skarmory is kind of what I initially was planning when building this team. This fake stall team was like the first mon was literally Skarmory and the second one was Ting-Lu. And I wanted to build around those two mons. Even though the team is still pretty bulky overall, it's I would say more bulky offense than anything. Maybe not even balanced because everything's offensive except for this mon. But this mon can still be offensive. Hisuian Decidueye. Nice. Continuing on. Okay, we have here another offensive team. Very offensive team. At least no webs this time, right? So that's all right. Oh, it looks like there's a Roaring Moon suspect test going on. So another supplemental bonus question you can answer in the comments is, what do you think about Roaring Moon? You think it should be allowed? Not allowed in OU? What do you think? I'd like to know. So one mon down. They got a little crit there. A crit did 25.6, pretty crazy. So now Iron Valiant is in, and there's a few things that this could be. It could be Swords Dance, it could just be special. Slowking and Skeledirge are both really good for the team. I'd hate to have to switch in the wrong mon. So maybe I go Skarmory first. Ah, perfect. Just what I like to see. And a Brave Bird to take this mon out. Yes, indeed. I do die in the process though, unfortunately. But still worth doing. For sure, we haven't Tera'd yet, right? So that's good. let's go Slowking here as they go Dragonite. Okay, okay. So Dragonite's in. I'm going to switch into my Decidueye. I don't care too much about Dragon Dance because I can just Tera with Skeledirge. I think I'm going to Defog here and go Slowking now, which is AV. It can sponge it and do a lot of damage back. I think it's the play. Sludge Wave, cool. We take that with ease. We can Psyshock once, dead. 3 mons left. 3 big threats that we gotta deal with. The play, I think, is to... So they're definitely gonna Nasty Plot here, right? They're definitely gonna Nasty Plot here. And Slowking isn't that useful now, I guess. I don't want to Ice Beam because of potential weakness policy. I don't know if it is or not, but Sludge Bomb seems like the play, and we poison it, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So Nasty Plot. And then... yeah, I guess they could have this mon if they want. I don't see why I'd keep this mon around. So you can have it. Take it, it's yours. Let's go Ting-Lu here. And we should just be able to play, payback here. Ooh, Tera Fairy. And they're gonna die, I think, still. I wonder why they did that. King Gambit's in, it's on a balloon. Let's go Decidueye. And then let's Roost here. Cool. Let's triple arrows. And Dragonite comes in. Yep, they didn't even know I was slower. I was slower than them. Because I'm 140 speed. Unless they're like really bulky or something. So now we go... let's think here. Dragonite's in, so let's go into our Primarina. And they've already Terra'd, so we can just Draining Kiss. Spam a little bit. Cool. Let's do it again. And let's do it again. Last mon, King Gambit. All we do here is Psychic Noise. And let's do it again. And we can win the game with Skeledirge, I think. Wow. Well, we win the game with Decidueye. Rocky Helmet. Not bad. That's hilarious. So, Fake Stall once again putting in the finest of work there. You absolutely love to see it, and I love the knockoff weak armor boost so that we could just destroy the Iron Valiant. That was really cool to see. Whole team putting in the work is very nice. I think this kind of team works best against like offense and stuff. Now we're gonna have to play against more of a balanced team, I would say. More balanced. Kind of semi-stall. I mean, you got 4 bulky mons. Maybe the Dragonite's Dragon Tail, who knows? And then 1 Weavile, so it could even be like bulky semi-stall, whatever. Not full stall. But I think we can lead... Ooh, you know, Skarmory does kind of look nice. Now that I think about it. If this Clefable is not unaware, of course, Skarmory does look very nice. I'm gonna lead with Slowking here. As Clefable's the lead. Nice. Let's Sludge Bomb turn 1. So this is pretty good, actually. Even if they go Corviknights, whatever. Sludge Bomb is still the play turn 1, always, I believe. Oh, this will be a really interesting game. So they actually go Gliscor here. I'm just gonna Ice Beam. And get rid of this mon entirely. Gliscor gone. That's really good for Skarmory. Even though I guess I could have set up versus it, but still pretty good. So I could assume Weavile comes in. No, they just forfeit immediately. Alright, well. So much for that. So much for that game. They're just like, nope. Not playing this one. Which, I know, I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't really blame them for that one. Because, they didn't know what was about to happen. They did not know. We have an interesting game here. I'm going to lead Ting-Lu this time, as they lead Zapdos. And I mean, Stone Edge kind of makes the most sense, but I'm gonna Earthquake here actually. I'm gonna Earthquake here and hit whatever comes in for some wonderful damage. Oh, let's see who comes in. This is gonna hurt, whoever comes in. Oh, this is gonna be great. Choice band, Ting-Lu. Turning you into a Ting-Loser. Kyurem, okay. Let's see how much this does. Ooh, 78! If I Tera Grounded, that would have been dead. That mon would have been dead. Let's go Slowking here. Blizzard does a lot. This is choice specs. I'm gonna Flamethrower now, I think, is my play. Just in case of Iron Treads. I mean, they could go into their own Slowking here, I guess. But this is nice. This is very nice. But that's a strong Kyurem. That is a very, very strong Kyurem. So yeah, Slowking does come in here. I could see a Chilly Reception coming out. I could also just Psyshock here once. They are T-Wave, and they're probably gonna Chilly Reception out here. So in this case, I think my play would be to go Ting-Lu. That was a really quick Chilly Reception into Cinderace. Okay, that was really quick. I'm gonna go Skeledirge now. Is the U-turn out? Okay, cool. Very cool. Crawdon comes in. Ooh, Crawdon's threat, but I have Decidueye, which is grass fighting, and should wall both of these stab moves. Crabhammer. Wall to an extent, I should say. I'm gonna Roost here. And then I'm going to go Slowking on the U-turn, nice. This works. Crawdon's in, time to go back into Decidueye again. Roost again. Back to Slowking. Crawdon's back. Decidueye here. And then double into Ting-Lu. Yup, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's payback here, I think. Let's payback here. 27 is not bad. Payback does 56, I get paralyzed. Payback 59, nice. Good damage. Good damage. Waste your roosts. Ah, there we go. I'll try it again. Because why not? I'll try it again. Payback still hurts. Ah, there we go. Zapdos is stupid. Here I can Psyshock. Pretty safely. Treads is in. Let's go Decidueye. That is the move. Okay, Slowking then. Don't like all these turns here, these para turns. The T-Wave is a little bit annoying, but I mean, we could probably still do well enough. I see the endgame scenario as being Primarina, I think. Nice, Crabhammer dodge. Let's Roost here. Get back to a good amount of health. Go Slowking again. Crawdon's in. Decidueye again. Roost here. Guess I could also make a play at one point. Nice, Crabhammer miss. I'm going to triple arrows here either way. Ooh, they double, or they stay in. That's what I meant. They stayed in twice. So we knock out Crawdon on this turn. That's the mind games right there. Now that Crawdon's out of the way, I go to Decidueye here. Roost. Cool, let's Roost again. And then Slowking. There's a U-turn out. No more Crawdon that can come in, that's good. Let's go... Oh, you know, Skarmory looks pretty good too, but I don't know if they have Supercell Slam. Supercell Slam, I don't know if they have that. Gonna go to Decidueye. Cool. Still gonna triple arrows here. Slowking here now. Cool, U-turn. Treads is in. I'm gonna go Skarmory now. Swords Dance up. Slowking's in. How much does this drill run do? Let's... Oh wait, they might T-Wave though. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Hold on just a second here. Let me just think about this real quick. What if I, this might be a play. Okay, let's just see if I do this, what happens. Yo! Okay, now I can drill run. Oh shoot, we got the 6-0 Skarmory sweep? Is that true? Is that a fact? 6-0 Skarmory sweep? Oh shoot, wait, they might, have they Tera'd yet? Have they Tera'd yet? What's their Tera? What would their Tera be, I wonder? Shoot. Oh shoot. I should just click the regular move, right? Oh shoot. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. We outplayed so hard. Oh shoot. Yeah, the forfeit. 6-0'd. 6-0'd by Tera Electric Skarmory. Oh, that's crazy. The double Swords Dance into the T-Wave, into the attack, into the prediction of Tera, into the Oko, into the sweep after that. Beautiful, beautiful game. I hope you all enjoyed this one as much as I did. That got me so excited. Oh, wow. What a game. What a fantastic game right there. With the featured Mon, or at least one of them, putting in the greatest, finest work. Oh, amazing. It's gonna be really hard to top that one. It is going to be so difficult to get a game that's better than that. That just made the whole video. I mean, what more can I say? There is nothing more to say. I do have replays to show you all at the end though, so definitely stick around for that. Because the testing process of this team was quite interesting, I have to admit. But not as interesting as some of these games. Have fun. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what's my lead gonna be? My lead could probably be Skarmory, perhaps. Could work, I guess. As they lead Iron Treads. So I could just, I don't know, Swords Dance here, I guess. And then Drill Run. As Golden Go comes in and it's not on a balloon. Okay, cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go Ting-Lu here. Custap Berry! Oh shoot, I predicted that. I must have done something there. Okay, let's payback here. Knock him out. Skarmory's still at 100, so that's pretty good. Still pretty good. Ting-Lu's in. I'm going to go Decidueye here. As the Ruination, I can Roost. Perhaps is my play. Defog's also there. I'm gonna just do that because I can just safely remove rocks at this point. I could Roost now. I don't know if this is Steel Beam. Oh, it's just Ice Spinner. Okay, but that does a decent chunk. That actually does a decent amount. Rocky Helmet though, putting some pressure is nice. Very nice. Cool. We're roosting to a good amount of health. Let's defog here. Roost once. Defog again. Roost again. We win this exchange every time, I think, because there's no Golden Go to block me. Except no, I think they're going to defog. Okay, let's think here actually. Let me Roost once. Triple arrows here. Yeah, because they could just, in theory, knock themselves out, or just do that to ensure that rocks are up for that turn, basically. But this is fine, I think. I think this is all right. I could see a Roaring Moon come in, which would be kind of a threat. Kind of a threat. We gotta think how we can, Dragonite's in. So, is it even worth defogging? Kind of? Maybe? I think. I'll still do it. I don't know exactly what their set is, but I'll go Skarmory first and just Brave Bird here. And then Brave Bird again. Get some good damage on you. Now, what's the move here? If I go Primarina and force their Tera, that kind of opens up Skeledirge. Tera Fairy. Kind of, right? Assuming this Ogerpon does not have Play Rough, I'm gonna go Primarina here and just Draining Kiss. Okay, cool. So no Tera yet. That means we still have our work cut out for us. Ogerpon's in, I'm gonna go Decidueye. We gotta see what we're dealing with here. They decide to Power Whip. That's a crit Power Whip, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. All right. So now what? Now what? Ah, plot armor. Plot armor. I don't even think that would have knocked me out, would it? Maybe not. So at this point here, we would just, well, we would just triple arrows here. Let them macro. We then go into, do we go Ting-Lu here? No. Would they Tera or not, is my question. Would they Tera or would they not? Because I could, in theory, go, so Ting-Lu's at 52.2%. I'm gonna go Skeledirge. I'm going to Tera Fairy Alluring Voice. Oh, they taunted, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good game. Once again, a solid one. They taunted thinking I would Wisp, but no, it's Tera Fairy Alluring Voice. And that saved the day for that game. Let's grab maybe one more and then I'll get into some replays. It's a pretty extensive section. Pretty extensive replay section for you all. Some pretty good games I had. But I'm super impressed with Weak Armor Skarmory. That's a good mon. That's a really good mon. Okay. We have a Pecharunt. Pecharunts are always annoying. Skeledirge looks decent. Doesn't look all that bad. I think I'm gonna lead Skarmory as they lead Great Tusk. So I can just Swords Dance, I guess. Should be the play. They are booster speed, but that's not going to matter, not one bit. Oh, unless it's taunt. Unless it's taunt. Taunt lead. Hit smash, critical hit. That's stupid, but we'll have to deal with it. Wait a second. No, I'm not gonna Tera. I'm not gonna Tera it. I should, like, it's a fun play to Tera Electric and knock it out, but I need to save my Tera for Skeledirge, I think, against the King Gambit because of Sucker Punch resisting and all that kind of stuff. Even though Tera Blast Electric would be fun, I don't think so. Not yet. I'll just get damage on you. And then I get to go you now and click Flamethrower as King Gambit comes in. Okay, this is good. This is pretty good. I mean, I've saved my Tera for a reason. I go to Decidueye here. And then Defog is my play now. Pecharunt comes in, so the rocks are gone. Let's go Slowking first. And then let's double into... Oh, actually, let's just Psyshock here. Let's just Psyshock, and they go back. Okay, well, I'll go back into you now. As you Sword Dance up, I'm still going to Roost as that happens. Okay, cool. Now, what's the play? Now, the play is to go into my Slowking, I think, as an Amherst comes in. We would just Sludge Bomb Spadef drop is whatever. It is whatever. Ogerpon's in. So my play now would be to Tera Dragon Sludge Bomb, I think. As we survive. Beautiful. And dead. That's amazing. That is actually amazing. Play now is to go Ting-Lu. And I think Earthquake here is the play. Although, have you terra'd yet? You've not terra'd. So I don't know what to expect just yet, but we could expect destruction. Oh, booster speed! Oh, I don't know what you're gonna do. We have to switch here into Primarina. And let's Psychic Noise, because I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna Tera Electric. I see. I think that should be okay. Heal block, cool. And then we go into Skeledirge here, and I believe Torch Song. Yeah, to get some boosts. Ooh, it's close. It's close. It's close. And we got it. Nice. So they had the Tera Electric as well. They also had the Tera Electric, but our Tera Electric was just a bit better on our Skarmory throughout the entirety of this video. And that's going to be GG, it's Emvee. Good game. And rest in peace to all our opponents. They deserve a good rest, just like their Pokemon. That was just a nice thing to see. This team put in the work consistently, and we got a nice win streak as well. Now, like I said, I have some replays to show you all. We got a nice, clean show and tell section for this one. Let's hop into the first replay, which is against the Sticky Web team. And I think I started saving replays when I got close to the final version of the team. At least, you know, these are the same mons. So let's see what happens here. I'm very curious myself. I haven't seen this in a little bit. So Araquanid lead, I just Brave Bird twice, I think. Seems like a bulkier Araquanid here. It's just kind of taking hits a little bit better with the 64 from my max attack Brave Bird. But here I get to pop the balloon, which is quite nice. Now, Sticky Webs aren't that annoying for my team. Aren't super annoying, so it should be fine. I just go into Slowking here and try to Psyshock their Shadow Ball. Does 60, Spadef drop is whatever, and Psyshock is not enough to take it out, unfortunately, so I am going to switch out here to Regenerate into my Ting-Lu and try to turn them into a Ting-Loser here. But their Shadow Ball, of course, is 20, gets a Spadef drop, so they end up going for the Malignant Chain after and get the Poison and the Confusion, and thankfully I break through, no hacks there. So I'm able to knock out Pecharunt. And then Cinderace comes in. Now, this Cinderace is a Swords Dance set, and they go right for it here on my Earthquake because it's Shuca Berry, but my Choice Band just goes through the Shuca Berry, and they're like, is this attack invested? Because they were thinking about it for a while. I started the timer. They asked that question. I'm like, yep, Choice Band. So I had to let them know. Now Iron Treads is in and gives me the Weak Armor boost. I'm like, nice, let me Swords Dance up here, but their booster attack, it has Supercell Slam, and it misses, so that's what I was thinking about in the back of my mind during the actual video we had today, or the live part of it. So I'm able to knock it out with the Drill Run here and do a nice clean 50% to to Dragonite after Iron Treads is gone, and they Dragon Tail me out into my, I believe, Skeledirge. Yeah, Skeledirge is in. Nice. So then Decidueye gets to come in here. Terra Ground Earthquake. They were trying to hit that Skeledirge, but I just go into this mon. They stay in an Ice Spinner. I thought I could get like a free Defog off here, but it doesn't seem very free to me. So I'm going to switch out of Hisuian Decidueye to preserve it for the helmet later on, maybe for King Gambit, and sack my Ting-Lu instead, which is already weak. Then I go Primarina just to be able to knock this thing out, which is going to be easy to do. I take the hit and just go for the Psychic Noise to get rid of this mon. 2 mons left. And so King Gambit's the first. I'm just going to stay in an attack because I feel like, you know, it's just better to get damage on this thing for putting it in range of Skeledirge attack. They just double out to Araquanid here, so that's not really too much of an issue anyways. And then I go Decidueye here, which I think can pressure back with Defog and stuff like that. I just Roost here actually first. And they lunge here, so I'm able to defog away these hazards. Another cool thing I actually failed to notice was Psychic Noise. Like Mental Herb actually stops the effect of Psychic Noise, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. And then King Gambit Sucker Punch here does not even knock me out. I just triple arrows, doing a clean 81, and yeah, they're forced to get knocked out on this next turn because of Rocky Helmet. That's going to be GG for that game. So that's one I wanted to show you all. They were wondering about the attack investment. Ting-Lu, turning him into a Ting-Loser, of course, with the choice band that Cinderace stood no chance with its berry. Next game we have is this one. I believe this is more of an educational game, I think. I believe this is more of an educational game. So they say have fun. And Samurott and Primarina. So obviously I have the upper hand. They're going to switch out into Slowking. As I Draining Kiss here, and I'm like, you know, I'm a Tera Steel Calm Mind Primarina set. Let's just have some fun and sub turn 1. Future Sight goes on this turn, and I'm like, time to Tera Steel on their Sludge Bomb. Calm Mind up here, and Sludge Bomb comes out. So now, look at their team and look at this thing. Let's see what happens. I wonder what happens. Their Flamethrower here, so they actually have Flamethrower, which at +2 does not break through my sub. It's the Future Sight that broke it. So I get to sub here, and Flamethrower comes out again. Does nothing. Is not able to break the sub because we have a lot of Spadef thanks to our Calm Minds. Able to go for another Flamethrower here and Calm Mind up again, and then I could sub again, and you know, the usual classic sub CM. And then I'm not sure when I start Draining Kissing, but let's find out. Sub CM, sub. Now I start because I'm already getting low, right? So we got to get some health back here. So the Flamethrower comes through here, and I can just Draining Kiss, sub, Draining Kiss. Look at this, all the health is coming back now. All the health is coming back. So then, yeah, just Psychic Noise when it gets low enough here, and knock it out. So then I start a timer here. Samurott comes in, they Ceaseless Edge. And I'm able to just knock it out with 1 kiss. Next is Corviknight. Corviknight's gonna go for the Body Press, do a clean 42. My Psychic Noise just OHKOs it completely. That mon is gone. So I think here's where the educational part comes in. Let's just analyze this real quick. I don't get how it did so much. Could you explain? I said, yeah. So I've commented about 5 times now, and my special attack is 1008. It's like, I mean, you're the +6, but Calc says it was a 4 KO. So then I realize, oh, they don't know about Liquid Voice. So my ability, Liquid Voice, turns sound moves into water type attacks. So Psychic Noise from a Psychic type becomes a water type attack. And it's able to get the effects of blocking healing, but as a stab move. They're like, hey, it's a GG. That was a threat with Torrent. I'm like, GG indeed. And then that was basically that game. So I think they forfeit here. So that was one I wanted to show you all. This game, I think I got some thumbnail text here. Let's see what happens. I mean, they lead Zamazenta and Tera Steel immediately because they know that Primarina is probably the biggest threat to their entire team and to their entire existence. So I'm able to just get a little damage on it. I thought they were going to Tera there anyways, and they doubled into Moltres as they go to Decidueye. I'm like, okay, let's go into Slowking here. This Flamethrower is choice specs. Look at the damage from this Flamethrower. Being able to 3-hit KO my AV Slowking. So I'm able to Sludge Bomb for 50 and get a poison. Nice putting it on a timer. So I go Skeledirge here, which, I mean, it still takes a decent amount, which is, you know, not ideal, but thankfully Moltres is kind of on a timer, so it's not going to be doing much for too long. Now Samurott's going to flip turn as I go Hisuian Decidueye to give him Rocky Helmet Chip. And yeah, Moltres only has 1 switch in left, or if it stays in, it's over. And so they're going to U-turn out here. So yep, 1 more switch in left for this thing. No rocks required. And so Samurott's in, and I can just go right back into Decidueye, the Aqua Cutter here. And I think I just Roost, I believe, just to be safe. Yeah, I do. So Moltres dead. And that mon out of the way is really useful. So now Iron Valiant's in, and I figured I'm just going to go Skeledirge here because there's no King Gambit. I don't really need to preserve this one too much. So it's going to go for a Moonblast into a knockoff, whatever. Alluring Voice critical hit, knock it out. So that mon's gone, but I don't think 2 knockoffs would have gotten rid of me anyways. So I go to Hisuian Decidueye here. They flip turn out again. Rocky Helmet Chip. The usual, the classic. Dragonite's in now. Now Dragonite's in, I'm like, okay, Skarmory time. So the Dragonite's up. I'm going to... Oh, so they stay in Scale Shot first. Now the weak armor... I'm going to get a lot of defense drops here, unfortunately. A lot of defense drops. So, as you can see, that stops at about, I think, 4. And it's just doing more and more. But look at this text. Look at this entire row of text here. And then I Swords Dance. I'm like, okay. And so, I get to Brave Bird here doing a 78 thanks to the minus defense. And Scale Shot, miss. That's pretty cool. And then Extreme Speed to knock me out. They're like, yo, weak armor? That's sick. This team is fire. And I appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, recognizing the heat. That's always a fun thing to see. The appreciation of heat. So I'm able to withstand the Scale Shot and Payback, and Samurot's back in, so I get to go back into Decidueye. 3 Mons left, and these 3 Mons I have a lot for, so it's only a matter of time, I think, before the demise. So they close combat here, right? And I'm like, okay, close combat. Maybe I can go into my Skeledirge here and get a free slack off as they switch, which is exactly what I do. And every single time this comes in, I get to go into Decidueye. Here, let's see what I do actually. Oh, they stay in Overpredict, and I stay in myself here to get a Roost off to see what they're gonna do. So now I get a free triple arrows, which is wonderful. Then we have Zamazenta coming back in. I go Primarina this time as they crunch again. They try to Overpredict again, or try to cash the Skeledirge or the Slowking. They're like, can you send me this team? I didn't answer. This I was still in the testing process. Obviously, I didn't want to give my team just yet. But if you're watching this video, if you do watch me and you watch this video, team's in the description for anyone to use in the PokePaste link down below. So I sack Primarina here, and then I bring in my Skeledirge, so I can just Torch Song here. Pretty easy Torch Song. And it is able to survive, so I could just go Decidueye here, which this does have Rocky Helmet or whatever. I thought they might attack, so I tried to Roost here, I think. Did I Roost? No, I clicked Grass Knot here to show them that move. But I Roost here because I still have my helmet. I withstand, taking 69%. Heal, and then last mon Iron Treads, which is going to get knocked out here. And they played till the very end, didn't forfeit, so that's always a fun thing to see, you know, them appreciate the heat. So final game that I have here was this one. I think this was a really long game, but I saved it because they were not very happy. They were not very happy with my team at all, or at least the sequence of turns going down. Let's see what happens, right? So I go Ting-Lu, they Future Sight here, and then I double back to Slowking. I thought they might switch. They actually stayed in. I could have just knocked this out entirely, but yeah, now Darkrai's back. And then here I go Ting-Lu. Now I think they trick here. They trick a Choice Scarf, they take a Choice Band. And I take no damage. So Slowking comes in. I thought maybe they were gonna go into like Enamorous or Landorus, so that's why I Heavy Slammed. I Heavy Slam again for more chip because I know they're gonna Chill Reception anyways, so in comes the Mew. Now Mew is kind of an issue depending on the set. I go into Skeledirge and I'm like, Whirlpool. I think I know what set this is. This is the Whirlpool Imprison trapping set that can basically make you struggle when it transforms. Although of course I am a Ghost type, so I can always switch. I get a critical hit here, really doesn't matter because then they say garbage game. Just because they just stayed in on a Ghost type with their Mew trying to trap me. I could switch out at any point in time. So I don't know what they were crying about there. Anyways, I get to bring in Skarmory here, and I'm like, I don't have my weak armor boost. I want to go back into Skeledirge, take the Wisp, and I get a free heal pretty much, I think, is what I do. Or maybe I attack. What do I do? I just Torch Song. Like, cool. So I get damage on the Landorus here. This seems to be very Chinese EV spread, maybe AV. I don't think they'd be smart enough to come up with the Chinese EV spread anyway, so probably AV with 3 EVs, 3 slots of EVs. So then I go into Skeledirge again. Each time Cinderace comes in, I have a counter to it. So then they go Darkrai here. I'm like, let me go back into Ting-Lu. I could maybe get my Choice Band back, but make a good play and Focus Blast here for 45. No missing the Focus Blast there, of course, which is, you know, balanced. They miss here, which doesn't matter anyways. Then Landorus comes in. So I think here, what do? I Psyshock, doing 42, which is pretty good. Then I go Skarmory as they Scorching Sands. And I think I Swords Dance here. I get the weak armor boost, which is nice, right? And then Slowking comes in. No, I Brave Bird. Okay, I Brave Bird for damage here, and I'm thinking to myself I could knock it out with Drill Run, but unfortunately I do not. So I lose my Skarmory here. So this is why, especially during the Skarmory sweep in this video that we had against the Slowking, I already knew that +2 probably wouldn't knock it out. So that's why I double Swords Danced against it. So that's you know, the testing can give you a lot of ideas on calcs and stuff like that. But yeah, so the U-turn out here. This Landorus is almost dead. I Grass Knot doing 13 to an Enamorous, which is pretty cool. I get to go Slowking every single time on it. They bring back in Slowking. I just do that. Go into this. Scorching Sands. They do burn me, unfortunately. but I can roost, and it's basically a switching game until I'm able to, so there's always the Darkrai Ting-Lu mind games, right? Either Focus Blast, Trick, or Dark Pulse. I'm able to actually just, so now they're gonna flinch me. Now they're gonna flinch me here, so I think I might have Earthquake the turn before, so I thought they might switch after they flinched, but no. So I pay back for some damage. It's getting pretty weak, you know, it's getting nice and weak. I go Primarina here now, and Emvee comes in here. I Calm Mind up. They Healing Wish. So who are they gonna bring in? Let's see. They just had to bring in their Darkrai, Choice Scarf, I guess Choice Band Darkrai. Choice Band Darkrai. Check this out. So the Tera Fairy Trick, okay? Tera Fairy Trick here. I go Slowking now on their Dark Pulse. Now they're locked into this. And then Slowking gets to come in. Their Slowking gets to come in. I double into Primarina. I triple into Slowking again. And then they Sludge Bomb here. And then what's the play now? Psyshock. Yep, I Psyshock here for some damage. They're gonna tell a bad joke. And then go back into Darkrai, right? So then what do? I stay in. I Sludge Bomb on this turn. I actually Sludge Bomb on this turn. They flinch me, which sucks. Unfortunate. Yeah, garbage game, right? Garbage game, right? Let's see. Let's see. So then Landers comes in, and then I Calm Mind up here. I'm like, I'm ready to knock this thing out. Scorching Sands is going to come out here, and they, of course, get the burn again. So, I mean, they're getting a lot more fortune than I was getting this game for sure. And but I'm going to show you something really fun. Really, really fun. Darkrai comes in. I go Ting-Lu, right? Check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. So I got the Choice Scarf. They get the Choice Band. They take it back and I Heavy Slam. And then they're gone. So at that point, they had enough. They thought I was going to switch out again. That's why they tricked again. But now I'm like, nope, I'm staying in this time and knock them out. But those are some of the replays I wanted to show you all. Some of the fun games I had. Some thumbnail text as well. Some of the appreciation for the team. And also the dismay and the disgust for the team. But overall, I think it's a win in our books for everything we got to see in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a really great time for this one, and for me personally, I would say that this is probably one of my more favorite episodes as of late. I mean, I'm bringing heat to pretty much every video, but I really enjoyed seeing today's heat actually do so much work. The featured Mon destroying everything in its path, and the kind of games we got were fire. We made a lot of good plays for this one, I think, and yeah, seeing it do what it did, it's really difficult to replicate that. It really is. So I'm very happy with what we got as well. So I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments as always. I appreciate all the support, and I shall see you all on the next one. Peace.